Good morning, YouTube. How you guys doing today? Kevin here, coming at you with another video. Look what I picked up. Gentleman Nick up in Cumberland hooked me up with this right here. This is a Lawnboy. For those of you who are not familiar with Lawnboy, this is a two-stroke lawnmower. Real cool thing. This one's only electric start. There's no pull. So there's a battery right here, and it sits up in here with a battery box, which is right there. And then up on the handlebar, you have your key and your primer bulb. And then you turn the key, and it turns over. So that's how that works. So anyway, this thing right here has been sitting, that he knows of, for a couple years, but he believes it to be sitting for much longer. So that's all right for us, because we're going to get into it. We're going to snap into it like a Slim Jim. This is one of the red bikes I picked up. I know I'm jumping gears here. This is one of the Kawasaki's that I picked up. This was the one that was in the back of my Mazda, and both bikes are completely shot. This bike right here, I was actually, he's got some coil mounted up to it with some type of bracket. I bypassed the electrical. Hold on one second. So, alright. I bypassed the electrical on it. The thing's a nightmare. It's a newer engine on an older bike. Got it running. Hooked a fuel line up to the carburetor. Cleaned out the carburetor. Cleaned out the jets the best I could. And got it up and running. So now this one right here is going to be either parted out or made into a nicer one, but it's got these cool lights. They were bent for that reason right there. Pretty cool looking bike, actually. We're gonna be doing some stuff with this bike, probably making some stuff out of it. I cleaned up the points. I've got the covers. I got a lot of parts for it, but I got these cool little covers for it. Just a shifter on the other side cover. We're gonna be using these covers right here. You can see how bad they look. We are going to be doing a polishing video on these, and I'm going to show you guys how to polish up your covers. So that's why that is. This is a parts machine, nothing crazy, nothing dramatic, but we're going to do something else with this bike. And then, of course, back on this. This is really exciting for me. I've been looking for one for a while. Normally they're junk. They've made these things since the 50s. This one happens to be a 1983. I went online, checked out the model number. This is the 8240 AE, and it turns out to be a 1983. So today I got to pull the carburetor off. I got to check the spark, and I got to clean the carburetor. So there's a little spot right here for the air filter. Yeah, so that way, here we go. I'd never had this off before. This is the first time pulling this one off. Oh yeah. Just all two-stroke gunk. And the air filter actually looks pretty damn good. Look at that, huh? Nice piece of foam right there. All kinds of uckies in the carburetor. That's okay. We're gonna find out how we have to pull that apart. We have to probably pull the top off the motor to get to everything. But I figured I'd work on this today for a little bit. This has a plastic carburetor with a cork float. And what we're going to do with the carburetor when we get it off, we're actually going to dip the carburetor in this gunk. I am not sponsored by Gunk in any way, shape, or form. However, in my years of experience, I've used a lot of their products, from carburetor cleaner and everything else. This is a pretty cool thing. This is a carb dip. So you clean the carburetor off the top first. You spray it down, get all the dirt and crap off the top of the carburetor before you put it in there. You don't want to just take it off your machine and throw it in there, because then you're just going to use up all your cleaner. So you want to clean the outside of the carburetor first, drain it out, make sure there's nothing in it, and then you dip it after you disassemble the whole thing. Alright, so I removed the top so you can see what it looks like inside here. That's the cleaner right there. And then it comes with this nice little cage right here to put your carburetor in, and then you can dip it. Now, the reason why I'm using this and not my ultrasonic cleaner is very simple, because I want to do this video to show you guys how you at home on a low budget can do the same thing. This right here retails for about 27 bucks, and you can get it at your local auto parts store. Pretty much every auto parts store has it, and I think some even, I don't know if you can get this at Walmart, but I know I think I have seen it at Walmart. But check around. It's made by Gunk. It's carburetor parts cleaner, and the stuff works really, really good. You just gotta let it sit in there, and the longer you let it sit, the cleaner it's gonna get, and it's not gonna ruin the carburetor. So that's what it's designed for. So it's a really good cleaner, really good stuff to have. Okay, so on the Lawnboy, it's got these two little caps here, and they fit right in here. Block off caps. You just pop them off. There's two of them. Pop them off, put them off to the side. Don't lose them, because you're going to need them again when you put it back in. And then you can take your carburetor, whatchamacallit there, your Phillips screwdriver, stick it through the hole there, and get to the carburetor bolts. Just like so. So, I'll take you guys on this little journey with me, see if we can get this carburetor off real quick. And what's involved. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot involved. One out. Gotta find a lot of debris in there. Here we go. It's moving, so it's loosening. Love two strokes, guys. These lawnmowers right here really cut really, really nice too, which is why I wanted one of these. I've been looking for one for a while. Found a whole bunch of junk ones. Nothing really crazy to write home about. Alright, I got to undo that fuel line, so I got to put you guys down for a minute. Alright, so I got the carburetor off. A lot of grass debris up there. This works on the wind from the fan. Spins it. Keeps it at the right RPM. You can see how dirty and grungy this thing is. It's all plastic, so we gotta be careful with it. It's very plastic, rubber gasket, and what do you call it? The cork float. So I'm going to actually take this apart real quick, and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. I wasn't expecting that. I pulled the carburetor bowl off, and it was just all filled with oil. So just plastic. Don't want to lose any of the screws. They're even plastic screws. I know it looks cheap, but it actually works very, very well. And then you can see right here, you have a cork float, the needle seat, and then there's your filter screen in the center, right there. So we are going to clean this up, throw this in the not the ultra, but in the parts cleaner, and let it clean up. It'll be like brand new when I'm done. Then you can take a look inside here. There's all kinds of debris. You can see the reeds. There's reeds in there. It's plastic on plastic, so there's not really any gaskets to worry about. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Governor and all that. So what I'm going to do is pull off the top and see if I can see any grass in there. I dropped everything over here, my screwdriver. I'm getting too fat to bend down too, guys. So it happens when you hit 40s, right? So anyway, I'm just kidding. Okay. But yeah, no, these things are pretty fun. This is gonna be a two-part video, I really want to get this thing running. This thing is just so damn cool. You don't find them like this, you know. Old school technology. It's a magnesium alloy deck. So they're very cheap decks, but they're easy to fix. If you get a crack in them, like this one's got a little crack right here, you can just tap it down. Then you take some lead, take a torch, melt the lead, fill in the crack, then you're done. So the deck repairs on these things are so easy. So very easy. I'm doing this one here. I gotta disconnect the battery too. Okay. I'm using a car battery to start it, only because I don't have the original battery. The original battery's junk. It's wasted. Which I wouldn't. You want to see something cool too? This piece right here. This is a block. This is where your bagger would come up. You can also, and it comes in handy for this, screw tray. Boom. when you're working on them, you get your own parts tray. Look at that, huh? And they get their own bolt on that side. There are people actually online doing videos on these, and they do a restore these things. It's really, really crazy. There's a big following. It's kind of like the what do you call it? Wheel horse. If you have wheel horses, big following on wheel horses. But there's also a big following on Lawnboy. They make snow blowers. They make everything. Weed whackers. Crazy. Okay. Did that look useless, huh? Yes, it did. That actually loosens up the whole top. Take a look up in here and see what we can see. Oh, look at that, a mousy nest. And that is why we pull it apart, people. So we can blow out and clean out all this. If you don't clean this out, see right here where the engine is? It's going to overheat. And when they overheat, they become no good. Here's all the electrical right here. The mouse nest. All that type of stuff. So, that's all going to have to be blown out with the air compressor. See right here? The relay. All that type of stuff. We'll flush out the tank. Get that all flushed out. Use some gasoline in that. But it's crazy. So, that's all going to be cleaned out. So, it looks like I've got some work to do. And how I knew that this right here was filled is because when I pulled the carburetor off, all the grass debris came down around it. So what I'm going to do is I'll take a piece of duct tape, I'll go over the intake, I'll cover over the intake, I'll take the air compressor and blow it all out and get it all nice and cleaned up inside there. Here's your electric starter. This is where your pull starter would be if you had a pull start, which I might put a pull start on this. I'm undecided yet. This is your primer hose right here for your primer that goes up to your handlebars. And then your fuel line goes into the side of it there. Pretty neat. Starter relay right here, so it doesn't, if you overheat it, that's why. You'll be able to do that. Pretty cool, and you can see how the starter engagement works. It just comes out to the flywheel, just like that, until it spins the motor over. It's got a broken spring, looks like, which I'm not really worried about. We'll fix that at a later date. Might even buy a pull starter for this thing because, well, I'm not going to be running this thing on 12 volts. So I'll pop that off. I'll order a pull rope for it, pull rope setup for it. Get that done, and then boom. So if you guys have any parts or pieces to any of these, please let me know. I'm interested. Here's your kill switch right here, your safety switch. I got the bail tied back with a zip tie right at the moment. But I'm looking to get into some Lawnboys and get some of these things. These things are pretty cool. I enjoy two-strokes. They're one of my favorite motors to work on. Probably one of the easiest once you understand them. And then, of course, we got the Kawasaki two-stroke. That's an 11 horse. By the way, this is a 4.5 horse. Yep, this little thing is a 4.5 horsepower. Muffler's underneath where the blade is. This is self-propelled, electric start only, so if your battery crapped out, you ain't mowing your lawn. Good way to get out of it though, huh? So anyway, guys, that's what I have for you for today. I just figured I'd say hi, show you guys what I picked up. A nice Lawnboy. Thank you, Nick. It was a great great machine. We have a little bit of work to do to it. Just clean out the debris, clean the carburetor and the dip, put some fresh mix in it, check it for spark, see if it's got spark. I haven't checked it for spark yet. And that's pretty much it. That's where I'm at. So, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, please share. This is my Lawnboy 1983. That is my 1979 ke100 parts bike. And that's what we're doing for today. So, once I get the carburetor all cleaned up, we'll be doing a follow-up video. We'll get this all cleaned out, and we'll be back with another one. Thanks for watching.